Hi, in today's video I'm doing a video review of 1 Hour Workday by Mosh Bari. What I want to do is go through the sales page and talk to you about that, but we're also going to take a look at the inside of the product and give you a quick look on what's going on in there and how it works and what's good about it and what's not that good about it if you're a newbie. I just wanted to remind you that everything I do for product reviews is done through the eyes of a newbie. I want you to know, what I think about it, whether it's something you should spend your money and your time on, or something you should probably not get distracted with at the moment and just move on to something else that would be more productive with your time. But without waiting any further, let's move on. Let's look at what's inside the product. Now, 1 Day Workday by Mosh Bari is basically going to be the strategy, if you will, is to create content from getting content from videos. And then the content from the videos is going to be published, and then you're going to drive traffic to that content where you'll have campaigns set up. And then your campaign will be set up to drive traffic to a product. And that's where you'll make the money. And the idea is that you have a schedule where you break down, I believe there was 3 5-minute situations that Mosh talks about in the first video, where he breaks down 5 minutes for this, 5 minutes for that, 5 minutes for this, and then 15 minutes for that. And they just give you like a schedule of what you're going to do for 1 minute a day until you make the money in the month of $5,000 a month. And the only thing I'm going to say about that from past experience is that it's not going to work like that. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go through the sales letter real quick and point out probably 3 main things that are in the sales letter. First thing is he's talking about earning $5,000 per month if you only had 1 day a week. And what he did was he contacted 15 people who are successful in making money online, and talks about them. And these are the 15 people here. 3, it's 9, it's 12, it's 15. These are other people like him that do mostly marketing by selling you products, not what they're teaching you to do is to do affiliate marketing, but it's by teaching you to find a niche and selling answers to problems for people, basically. And their answer to their problems is that they're selling you, these people are selling you this training. That's how they're making money. That's not going to teach you how to make money, because do not buy into this thing that's 1 hour per day is going to make you $5,000 per month. It's just not going to happen, folks. So let's go back. We're going to go, I'll come back to the sales letter for 2 more points in a minute. And what we're going to do is go into the campaign. And what I did was I pulled up the training. And there's a 12-minute version of training where he talks about how he finds the answer to a solution. This is where the breaking down your time, this is pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good training, pretty good advice on how to break down your time and not waste your time. Now, the next thing is they talk about how to use the app that's provided, and I'll show you that under the content. We'll come back to that in a minute. I've got something I want to show you about that. But we're going to go to the training real quick. Udemy is kind of a goofy method where you go into Udemy and he finds content. And then each of the 15 people have submitted, either they have submitted something here in writing, like here, Obvious has a task 1 through 6 here of stuff he would do. And he also created a 6-minute video. And then Tom has created, I believe this was, okay, Tom didn't have, he just had his advice here. Task, he wrote this out. Neil Napier had a video, which Mosh actually did the video and showed you what Neil was talking about. But each one of these guys, this one's simply using to build an opt-in page. Makes it really easy, 2 steps. And then there's a link here to go to some Mosh Buy trading, which has always been used in many other products, on how to build an opt-in page to get traffic. And Art Flair, and each one of these guys has things, and these guys don't have any videos. Here's Ankar list. His, okay, Cyril Gupta. Again, Mosh did an interpretation of that. And Mike McKay, no one's been around for years, just 4 things. Dan Green, a plug-in developer, talks about what his steps are. And then Ashley Perry talks about his steps, and he actually does a video here too. Andrew Fox. And these are forthcoming, not even here yet at the outset of the product being released today on the 5th of September. So anyway, they'll be forthcoming. I don't know what's going to come on that. The other thing I wanted to show you when we go back to the sales page is that, okay, here's because I didn't click. Got urgency there. Just wanted to show you that this was a cool idea to take. What would you do if you had limited time to make money? The problem is nobody in here talks about the actual and shows you the actual how you get traffic. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you in the sales page is down at the bottom. That's all this is going through what I just showed you about the training from all these 15 people. And then we got some bonuses. And it just ends with basically getting a discount. Buy it now. And I believe the price was $17 when I checked about 40 minutes ago. So before the end, it was up a little higher than I thought. Basically, if you have issues using the 1-hour software, which I'll show you I've had some issues with, and you have to, every refund request must need a valid reason along with proof that our software and training, as explained, did not work for you. So obviously that would take some time, and they give you 90 days to prove that. And I would just say that that's subject to their interpretation, as usual. So I would say if you're buying this, I'd say probably just expect that it's yours to keep. So we'll go back. Went through the training. We'll go back through the site again. Wanted to show you, I took a couple of videos. I checked just a couple random things. This was a video on complete potty training for your puppy. Now I would think a video that's had 72,000 views would have content that your app could get content from. This guy has 2.78 million subscribers. So when I put the content in, so I put the video in here, that's what I got up here. I got an error. The video does not have content. So I'm not sure, because I tried with another video previous to that, and that was this video here, how to record a digital whiteboard video that I put in, and it too came up for the same reason. I'm just going to put that in here, and we'll put that video in. We'll go here, and I got the same error here. So, and I've had trouble with this in the past, folks, is that you can buy these kind of software things, and there's an app that's something that's supposed to do something. And this is kind of like the centerpiece for content on the sales page. You know, that he's talking about here at the top is taking this, it's one of the second trainings here. Take this Workday app to make it on 1 hour to get content. You know, 1 hour Workday app creates unique content. This video in 49 seconds basically shows you how to get content by scraping the text from the site. It's the easiest way. We're talking about creating content, but this is the easiest thing that's presented in this product as on the sales page. And then when you come up with this kind of thing that where it doesn't come up except there's an error, then, you know, I'm just saying be aware of it, because this video definitely has content. It's a 12-minute video, and you know, it's just a thing that, see, the content, closed captioning is working on it. The question is, I don't know, you might spend a lot of time just trying to find something that is going to find you content. Otherwise, all the tasks for the training in here, everybody, all 15 people are talking about creating content and then going through. Now, the other thing is I wanted to show you real quick is there's nothing said about traffic here until I went into the settings down here. And this is where this is the usual. We've seen this from Mosh and other of these guys that we're just even looking at for providing their shortcuts for getting, you know, making $5,000 by working 1 hour a day, is that they always provide these kind of things hooking in. And as a newbie, again, do you have Twitter traffic? Do you have YouTube traffic to hook your channel in to get, you know, and then same thing is hooking up and setting up. And again, you're in a new phase of growing your business, so you're probably don't have that. And that's the only thing, again, that's talked about in here. There's a lot of stuff talked in here. And there's some, like I said, some of the training from some of the guys is some pretty solid stuff, these tasks. But I'm just going to tell you is that I have a link down in the description which will provide you with some excellent training that, if you do it, will make you money eventually, good money. You know, maybe not $5,000 a month, but it's going to make you money. It's not going to, you know, I'm not selling you something. It's free training. I'm not selling you something. I'm not taking something away from you by selling you a product like this, but I'm adding some value to you. So I would just be aware of this product. Whatever, it's $17 and whatever it's going up to in the next 3 days, I don't know. I would just say beware of this as a newbie. Okay, I would rate this as a 3 out of 10 for product. This isn't as nuts as some of the stuff I've seen from Mosh in the past or other marketers like him. But the promise is quite a large promise to make, even though you do provide some of these tasks. And you can go in here and find out more information on each of these tasks. But you're going to be doing a lot of legwork. So I'd say a 3 out of 10 as a rating would be a solid rating for this. I would say as a newbie, I would just look at ways to add value to my business at the moment rather than take value away from my business. And not to be distracted, I would say probably to try to stay away from like this training or other training that's available. So if you got some value today from this video, please like it. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And then reach over and hit the bell icon. You know, hit it a couple times, kind of hard. So make sure you get notified every time I publish review videos or tutorials that will add value to helping you grow your business online. And thank you for watching today.